KevinMMP presents Ark Survival Rex Romance. Hey, what's up guys? Kevin here, aka MMP, and welcome back to Ark Survival. Now, we had a pretty triumphant and busy day last time. And we've got even more to do today, which is kind of a nice change and kind of the same thing at the same time. It's always good to get back here into Ark, and especially for the past few days and kind of this week, I've really been at the grind, working on a ton of animation stuff. So it's nice to take a break from that for a little bit to come into Ark and pay a visit to Bruce and all of his family here. But at the same time, we've got so much stuff that I want to do, and it's hard to decide what I want to start with first. I kind of asked you guys last time, how far off is that beacon right there? I might actually go and see if we can make it over to that beacon really quick. Yeah, why don't we start off by doing that? Where's my little swimmer? Where's my swimmer? Come here, Dana. Oops, I forgot that I have to... Crap. Come on off of here. I have to make sure that I don't have that in hand. Okay, cool. Come on, Dana, you're my swimmer. Maybe some of these other... I don't know how fast Randy can swim, but I know that Dana is actually a really surprisingly good swimmer. Let's close this place back up. So as I was starting to say, we do have so much that I really want to get to in this game as quickly as possible. And a lot of the things that we had talked about last time, and I was asking you guys to kind of comment on in the comments, was metal-based. I'd really like to get a shotgun and or maybe even a rifle, some of the different guns, and really try out some of that stuff to really pack some power and really just upgrade our general status as a melee fighter. Because right now it's pretty lowly and embarrassing. We've got all the dinos to do our fighting for us. What seems to be the quickest way around this? Maybe if I come around this way? Probably. Just make sure we don't accidentally bump to the stego and pick a fight we don't want. But... Okay, everything's fine. Just in the nick of time. Beautiful. But yeah, I would really like to update a bunch of our melee weapons, look at like the guns, the swords, all that kind of stuff, but so much of it depends on metal. Let me do this before it disappears. Why can't I access it? I thought that we could do the green ones. How do I always forget this? I could have sworn that the only ones we couldn't access at this point were like red and purple. Oh, was that a waste of time? Hang on, guys. Let me check this really quick. Yeah, I've got it right here, guys. Green beacons are supposed to be accessible at level 15. So I don't know why... Do I have to have an empty hand or something? That's really weird. Huh. The purple ones we actually can access. It's yellow and red that we can't get to yet. So I have no idea why we can't get into this thing. It's on the ground. What am I missing? I'm probably doing something really stupid. You guys are probably yelling at me right now, but I don't know what I'm missing here. Huh. So anyways, before I get back on data here and start rolling around, let me just settle for a second. We'll kind of wait this out. Maybe something will happen. It's just kind of deteriorating. But anyways, I'll keep an eye on this for a few seconds while I explain and don't get distracted. My thoughts, my thinkings on what we should try to do this episode. Like I was saying, a lot of what we want to do depends on metal, which we really don't have access to yet. I want to tame an ankylo really soon. And I looked up good locations to try to collect up metal. And apparently there's like a mountain kind of in the center on the southern part of the island. I don't think that there's any way we can pull up a map here. No, I don't see it. But I was looking at a map online. I think the only way we could access a map is if we went to the bed and looked at the fast transports. But anyways, I was looking at the map, which I'm sure most of you are already familiar with, and I saw that there is a mountain kind of in the south central area of the island that's supposed to be like pretty safe, pretty tame, not a lot of big bad dinos to pick on us if we make it over that way, which has quite a few metal-rich rocks up at the peak and kind of on the eastern slopes. So I would love to try to get over that way, but we're not quite ready to make that journey yet, especially with an ankylo, which we kind of need to really rack up a whole bunch of metal. They're pretty slow from what I understand, so taking one over there would be kind of a problem unless we had something huge like a Quetzal to carry it over there. So I don't know. Maybe one of these days upcoming after we get an ankylo, we will try to make that journey. And just kind of make it a nice long episode. You know, if it takes me an hour to get over there, then so be it. But maybe it wouldn't even take that long. I don't know. So what I would like to do at the beginning of this episode, some of you pointed out to me that when I was in that cave at the end of last time, the rocks that I was afraid I was getting stuck on were actually some of the metal-rich rocks that happen to spawn in caves. So I'd like to run back there really quickly and try that out, see how much metal we're able to get out of those. Beyond that, the other two things that I would like to try to do today, if we have downtime, I'd like to try to raise up the wall 1 unit higher to make sure that it's 3 tall all the way around, because some of you were telling me in the comments that it does need to be 3 tall to keep the bigger dinos out. If they are really intent on getting in, they might be able to stumble their way over if it's too tall, if it's 2 units tall. Just kind of keep an eye on the distance, because the other thing that I would like to do today, besides that, is I've got my little list right here to make sure that I remember everything, is to start a farm. I want to put down a couple of the plots, probably like the medium plots, so that we can start to grow the... Is that a pteranodon? Okay, they seem like they're quite a bit over here. But yeah, I would like to do some of the medium plots. I don't know why we can't get into this. But it seems like nothing's changing. So instead of me just staying here and overheating and dying, I'm just going to grab Dana. And we'll start to make our way back. So yeah, I would like to start the farm because I know that takes a long time for the crops to be able to grow to the fruitlings, so that they can actually produce the fruit that we're going to need to make kibble, because that's going to be the ultimate goal of the farm, obviously, so that we can make kibble and create some pretty awesome tames. But that's going to take a little bit of time to be able to do that. And what I would also like to do today, besides just getting the farm started, is to try to tame one of these guys. As you've probably noticed, I've been kind of squinting at the screen while we were over there, and I keep spotting these pteranodons all over the place, because we now are able to create a saddle for the pteranodons, and they seem like they'd be a great way to kind of get around the map, and plus flying just seems pretty awesome. So we will probably get to that pretty soon. Let me see. I think the first thing that we're going to do is head back over to that cave and check out some of those metal rocks. I'll probably grab Randy so that we can try to get over there pretty quickly. And then after that, we will start to do some of the other stuff, like beginning the garden and taming the pteranodon. So, sorry guys, I've been a little bit scattered in explaining everything that I'm thinking. Just trying to kind of get my head wrapped around it myself and figure out the best way to efficiently approach everything that we need to get done. And so I'm going to grab Randy here, guys, and head on over to that cave, and I will let you know as soon as we get over there. Just before we head over there, guys, I'm going to... Oh, you coming out to stretch your legs, Mrs. Dave? Somebody was talking about that in the comments, too, now that we've got the wall up. I'm still not entirely sure, because I don't trust the wall in its current state, that it's only too high. I'm afraid that something might accidentally wander its way over. But before we get on over to the cave, I just wanted to cook up some meat quickly here, because we're kind of running low on that. And I also wanted to set the Danas to wander while we're out, so that they can hopefully start mating. And that's something that we failed at last time when it was Mr. and Mrs. Dave hoping to produce some offspring for us. But at the very least, if we do miss a fertilized egg, they should start producing some eggs anyways, so that we can save them for some future kibble. Alright, Dana, so I'm going to allow you to wander, and you, good sir, our stud, our armadillo stud. So you two kids have fun, alright? But not too much fun. They're gonna have too much fun. I don't think anybody has any level ups right now, except maybe Mrs. Dave looked like she was pretty close. Yep, you've got one, Mrs. Dave. Let's keep going with that health. Oh, looks like Mr. Dave as well. I wish I could boost up your sexual thirst so that you might produce a little baby dodo a little bit more quickly, because I think that she is still, 1 day and 10 hours away, so that's going to take quite a while. And the other thing that I was interested in, maybe you guys know about this, I couldn't quite find any information. I don't know if it affects the mating, but at least for the farming, when we start that up in a little bit, if you can actually speed up the amount of time it takes for the plants to grow by increasing the rate of the day and night cycle in the settings at the beginning of the game. Because from what I understand, it takes like a full day's worth of playing, like actual real time, a day's worth, kind of like it's taking Mrs. Dave to want to try again, in order for a plant to grow from just a seed into a fruitling. So I don't know if you can speed that up by increasing the day-night rate, but I thought that I would pose that question to you guys, and maybe you can let me know in the comments if that would help with anything, or if you just kind of stuck waiting for them to grow. So let's check and see how our meat is coming along. I'll wait for a few more pieces before we head off. Anything else we can do while we're waiting? I suppose while we wait, we can go ahead into our engrams and check out for later if what we're going to need to do, because we've got 166 engram points. We leveled up so much last time in the building of the Great Wall of Bruce. So let's see. At some point soon, I don't know if it'll be this episode or probably not. We've got so much on our plate already. But I really want to expand the house here so that we can make a little bit more space for some more storage boxes, because ours is already full. And some different stuff like that. I want to add in some compost bins so that we can make some fertilizer, as well as a preserving bin. So what I wanted to look at right now is actually the stone irrigation pipes. Let me just irrigation. So that what do we need? That leads to this, intersection, inclined, vertical, intake. Okay. So let's see here. We're going to need to learn that, and that. Let's look at the actual plots as well. The medium crop plot costs that. So for sure we're going to want to do this later this episode. So why don't we go ahead and learn that now, the medium. And then I'm pretty sure the only advantage of the large crop plot is that you can plant species X in it, which would be some awesome defense eventually. But as of today, all we actually want to do is grow some damn fruits. So we are going to leave it at the medium crop plot. We don't need the large. Let's see what. I don't think that they require very much to actually craft. Craftables. Medium crop plot. What do you take? Yeah, it's almost nothing. Okay, so we'll probably do that a little bit later. Let me make sure that we actually have the seeds. Excuse me. Thank you, Mrs. Dave. Always our watchful protector, our dark knight, Mrs. Dave, watching the doorway. So let's see, we have got rockroot seeds, citronal seeds, savaroot, and then what's the fourth one? Longgrass. Okay, so we've got all the different advanced crop seeds that we are going to need. So, oh, we've got a piece of oil too. I'm starting to look at that for like, I forget what we needed oil to craft. Was it fertilizer? I don't think it was fertilizer. There's something that we need oil for. So it's getting dark out. I'm going to bump up the gamma a little bit here. And I'm going to make my way over to this cave, guys. So unless something else pops up on our way there, I will let you know when we arrive. Oh, cool. And there just so happened to be a beacon here waiting for us. Awesome. Maybe we can actually access this one? Maybe, if the game wants to be nice. What do you say? What do you say there, game? Access the inventory. Was I really being that stupid? Is there like... Maybe if there's an obstruction? There's no like front side. It seems like I can access it from any side. It's just if there's a tree in between us, it won't let me. It seemed like I was pretty much right on top of the other one, but... What do I know? Not much in this one, guys. Take the hides, I guess. Everything else can just kind of shove it, so... Alright. Randy, you stick tight, buddy. Hang out. Enjoy the fog. This nice cooling rain. So I'm going to jump inside the cave here. Where is it? Where's the entrance? Over here. And hope we don't get swarmed by any of those giant bat freaking things that we saw last time. Alright guys, let's stay alert here. Let's keep our eyes on the prize as we get a little deeper in here. Seems like the beginning of the cave is pretty mellow, but as soon as we round this corner, things get a little bit more dangerous. Just kind of trying out all these rocks. I don't know what the harvestable ones look like exactly. I'm surprised I'm cold. Yeah, there we go. There goes the heat. That's the other thing that I was looking into, guys. I spent a good amount of time on the Arcpedia before starting this episode. which is probably why I was kind of all over the place at the very beginning, and I've still got all these different ideas on my mind from everything that I was reading about. Yeah, there's no way we can grab those. I don't know how you harvest crystals. Those must not be the right kind of crystals. But what about this? This looks like, oh yeah. Yeah, I can actually see it. I see what everybody was talking about with kind of the gold striping. So let's see what kind of metal we get out of this. Oh baby. Oh baby. Check out all this metal. This is awesome. Oh man, so much metal out of that. One rock. And yeah, that looks like that was more down over here. There it goes. There it goes. This is beautiful. I can only imagine the number of these rocks that we would find on that slope in South Central. That's what we're going to have to call that, because I don't know if there's actually a name for the mountain or what, but we're just going to refer to that area as South Central for now. But yeah, as I was starting to say, when I was looking into the Arcpedia before I started playing, I was reading about the new type of armor that they just introduced like a week ago, the ghillie armor, which you can apparently make with organic polymer. Oh, that's me because I'm so hot. It's Bruce. He's so hot right now. The the organic polymer, which you can apparently get from killing the giant penguins that live in the northwest, but we have really no way of getting up there at this point. But the ghillie armor, what it does is it actually protects you from the heat. So if we wanted to tackle this cave and actually go deep and spend a lot of time combating the different things in here and trying to get the artifact, then some ghillie armor would definitely behoove us. So maybe after we get the Pteranodon, I don't know what the range on them is, how quickly and how far they're able to fly before they get exhausted, but if they are able to go a pretty long ways, it would be sweet to fly it up into the northwest, just to kind of check out some of the different, like the biomes, you know, the snow biomes, which we haven't been into at all yet, and to maybe get some of that organic polymer so that we can make the ghillie armor, which would really help us out trying to tackle this cave. I'm really afraid of what we're going to stumble into around one of these corners. Actually seems pretty quiet right now for some reason. I felt like last time right around here we started to run into those bats. Seems to be okay. Alright, there's one more rock I saw over here. Let's grab this one. We're starting to get encumbered. We don't want to get too encumbered in case we have to make a quick break for it. Coast looks pretty clear, guys. I don't know what is going on in here, if they're just going to come flooding out at some random moment. But, you know, I know I'm really overheating. But my health isn't going down too quickly. Huh. Alright, let's just keep our eyes peeled. Let me grab... we actually can't. I better not, because we're already so encumbered. So this seems like an awesome nearby supply of metal. How many did we just get? We just got 104 pieces of metal, guys. That's insane. So that's going to boil down to 52 ingots, which we might actually... I forget how many it takes to craft the shotgun, but that might even be enough. Alright, guys. So we have made it back into the safety of our shelter. So let's add in all of this metal, and I'm guessing we're going to need some more wood, so I'll grab some more of that pretty quickly. But let's stoke this up so it can start to smelt on down. Guys, look at this. I was just out getting some wood because we need it for the fire and for the smelting and everything. And it looks like we've had our first test. Maybe it didn't really want to all that badly, and it could have if it wanted to try. But I mean, the walls over here are only too high, and that Bronto didn't make it in. Or is he turning back around for another attempt? I'm kind of curious to watch this. Actually, I was checking out T-Rex. I was checking out Ice-T's inventory to see if he had any wood before I went out to get more. And he did not. That Bronto over there is fighting something. I'm really curious what he's battling. Is it going to come up and over? Is that a T-Rex or a Carno? I wonder if that's a T-Rex. What is that way over there? Is that like a flock? Where's my spyglass? I want to put this thing to use. What is that? I really have no idea what those things are. Wild Onic? Onic? I've never even heard of those. I don't know what that is. Oh yeah, that's a T-Rex over there for sure. Let's put the spyglass to you, step outside. I want to look at that Onic in a second, but I really want to take a look at what we've got here. Wild female Rex, level 13. That could be Ice-T's wife right there. Ooh, that may have just been a game changer today, guys. We might have to try to do that. It took so many trank arrows to take down Ice-T, and he was like a level 3. She's a level 13. And we were lucky enough to get Ice-T in the right position, but it looks like she's coming down this way. If we can get up on the ridge and fire down like we did with Ice-T, we might actually be able to pull that off. How many trank arrows do we have? Are those all trank arrows that are in the bow right now? Stone arrows. How do I check this? The bow is with, those are just regular stone arrows. Do we even have any trank arrows? We might be kind of out of luck on that front. Hang on, Ice-T. I know you're getting all excited over there, buddy. Let me check the inventory. Maybe we've got, or no, I think I actually passed them off to Ice-T because I was getting encumbered. Let's, no, you, oh, crap. Get in here. Get in here, Dave. We never know exactly what's coming down the pipeline. If that T-Rex comes down here and we're not ready for him and he is able to get up and over a too tall wall, then we need to keep you in the safety of the home. So let's throw a whole bunch of this wood in here and make sure all that metal smelts down just the way we want it to. So you've got 42 stone arrows. We've only got 23 trank arrows. Oh, look. It's trying. Is it under attack? That T-Rex is right there. Oh god. Alright. Ice-T, we need your help, buddy. We need those those stone walls right now. Hopefully I'm not encumbered. Good. We need to bump this up immediately as the battle rages outside. Is that facing the right way? Yes, it is. 7. Obviously not going to be able to make it all the way around. I'm going to have that one gap there, and then all along that side. It's only too high. Crap. Can T-Rexes break stone walls? I'm not sure if they can. Time out, guys. I need to learn a couple quick things here. Alright, guys, so we've got a bit of a dilemma here. They cannot break stone walls, which is good. But we have to decide right now if we want to try to tame this thing or just to leave it alone and pursue the other stuff that we wanted to go after today. Because we don't have enough trank arrows. We're for sure going to have to go and try to harvest some more narco berries to make some more narcotics, and then, of course, trank arrows. And that's going to take some time, and I would like, if we're going to do this, I'd like to learn the crossbow, because that's a little bit more efficient at upping the torpor than the regular bow is. So we could very well go through all this effort. Crap. And then the T-Rex will be gone by the time we're ready. Please don't be right outside here. Oh god. Okay, she's just kind of puttering around right there, which is good. Alright, I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it to try to do this, because if we can mate boost the both of them. And then I was actually talking about this with somebody in the comments. Somebody talked about leaving Ice-T or having something else at home to prevent future deaths like we had with Dylan. Even though we've got the Great Wall of Bruce now, it'd be nice to have one of the T-Rexes be able to stay at home when we bring the other one out to serve as kind of the muscle and the protector. So, alright guys, I'm going to stop wasting time here. I want to check and make sure that we don't have any narcotics just chilling in our storage box. Alright guys, so we've got a pretty full load of narco berries here with Timmy, and it looks like she's still just hanging out over there. Hopefully she doesn't get distracted and wander off to eat something else. Like that dumb bastard that's just kind of walking around on the coast on the opposite side. But I'm going to quickly brew up as many trank arrows as we possibly can. And I will keep you guys updated on our progress. So the narcotics are brewing up nice and quickly there, and we are going to currently learn the crossbow. So if we step out of here, come into craftables, what do we need to actually make the damn thing? Smithy, smithy, smithy. What do we need to make the crossbow? Weapons, melee, ranged. Crossbow requires 7 metal ingots, wood, and fiber. Alright, so I've got that much wood. Fiber, I don't have any on me, but we've got all the fiber in God's green earth tucked away in different places here. And we need a few metal ingots as well. So let us grab some fiber. And let's grab the rest of those metal ingots out of here. This is probably just about done. Not quite, but almost. Alright, on over to the smithy, add the ingots, and what else? Fiber. Beautiful. We've done it, guys. We got the crossbow, so let's swap that out with the regular bow and check up and see how our narcotics are coming along. We've got 42 narcotics. They're all set. We've got 9 more coming down the pipeline. Got to level up in the process. What do we want to do for our level up? I think I'm probably going to keep bumping up the health a little bit. That should be fine. Hang on to those anger points for now. We've got more pressing issues. So I guess while those last few are coming along, we can craft as many trank arrows as we possibly can. Craft all 48. Alright, so I think that should probably be enough to take it down. She's making her way down a little bit, but I feel like if we shoot her from here, hopefully we can reach, and hopefully she'll come back this way instead of trying to actually climb up and around, because that could cause a problem. Ooh, shiny new crossbow. It's so pretty. Alright, guys. Here we go. I don't think we actually need to pump it back. I think we just shoot. We missed. I don't know what the range is on this thing. Crap. Can we not reach that far? Am I overshooting? I feel like I need to raise it up so that the, yeah, because that didn't hit it and that was straight on. So I must be undershooting. Maybe it really just can't reach that far. I don't want to waste too many of these arrows. Crap. Alright, Sugar. How can we do this? I suppose I can come around on this side for a few seconds. I just don't want her to realize that there's like a natural ramp and come around this way to come and get me. Oh, did she get stuck? How did that not hit it? Seriously, guys, how am I missing right now? Alright, she's right below me. Maybe they actually are hitting it? But I'm not hearing the music. I would have thought it would come up with like that music. Textbook. Something else I figured out too, guys. I know I was asking this, might have been a while back now, about aiming for the body versus the head. And I did see something on the Ark Gamepedia that if you make headshots, it does increase damage, but it doesn't increase the torpor at all. I think she's down. Oh god, please don't die, please don't die. Bruce, Bruce. Did that hurt? Not a lot. A little bit, but not a lot. Yeah, she's down for sure. Oh, Bruce, that one hurt. That one hurt. I just wanted to get down here as quickly as possible. Alright, so awesome. Access your inventory. Ow, that really hurt. Okay, can we get up and over? Iced tea. Oh, iced tea, what is that? What is that? Pulmonoscorpius egg. Cool. So, iced tea, I need to borrow some of your tasty meats, my friend. After we get some of this in your future wife's belly, I'll run up and get Randy, because I'm sure that you're worried about him, being the protective big brother that you are. Alright, so hopefully that meat will be enough to hold her for now. This is something that I do need to learn more about as well, the taming process and taming effectiveness. I know that kibble helps a lot, but where is she? My lady. So her torpor is going down nice and slowly. So let's just throw a bunch of this meat in here to keep her busy. Keep her all nice and fed. Sweet. So guys, we are well on our way to obtaining a wife for Ice-T. Was not imagining this would happen when I started playing today. While that's going on, I'd better keep an eye on her torpor. At some point we're going to have to craft some narcotics. But in the meantime, let's go repair our tools. And then go get Randy as well. Do we dare? Just coming back with this batch of narcotics, guys. And what do I see? I think that's too high up. But if I grab Randy really quickly... Alright, first things first. Let's start brewing up these narcotics. See if that Pteranodon is still circling overhead. And then if we... It's right there, man. It's right there. Alright. I gotta do this. I can't resist. Come on, Randy. Is it still right here, or did it fly off? It's begging for it. It is begging for it. I understand you want to be part of this awesome family. Oh, we killed it. Oh no. Oh no, I'm so sorry. You want to be part of this awesome family, don't you? Alright, well, I'm gonna kill you for it. Oh god, I'm so sorry. Alright, well. Come on, Randy. Let's come on over here. Torpor's doing okay. Alright, let's, taming, okay. So we've got plenty of time. That's probably going to dictate the length of this episode. We'll keep working on stuff until she's nice and tamed up. Ooh, they're mating. They're mating. I wasn't able to see that before. I never saw that little symbol above their heads. I guess that's what actually happens. I kept checking on Mrs. Dana to see if it said, like... Oh, hang on. There we go. To see if it's either ready to mate or if, like, we have to wait 12 weeks before we can mate again. Oh, it still says ready to mate. Weird. I figured after they mated once, she would just drop a fertilized egg. And then it would say, I need to wait again. Might take out Ice-T on a hunt to grab a whole bunch of meat. Hopefully we'll be able to get you inside a little bit easier than we did last time. Is this going to push you back in? Nah, you're good. Alright, come on, buddy. Is that? Got it. Is it unconscious? Or is it dead? It's unconscious. It was that easy. Alright, what level is that thing? It doesn't even say. It's just level. Is that like a level 1? Oh, it's a level 24. Wow. Alright, let's throw a whole bunch of berries in here. I'm assuming these are your preferred berries. I should probably actually look that up really quick. Hang on, guys. Oh, wow. It actually eats meat. I thought it was an herbivore. Okay, crap. Ice-T, let me borrow some from you. We're going to get you some more very, very soon. Alright, so I'm carrying all of those Mayho berries for pretty much nothing. I don't know why I thought the Pteranodon was an herbivore. But that's okay. Let's just go grab a whole bunch more meat. Yeah, I think you'll be okay up against this guy. Help me out, buddy. Help me out. Oh. I probably should have brought... Yeah, killed a... Oh, I didn't even see that thing there. You doing okay, buddy? Killed a... What? Where are all these onyx coming from? Crap. I should probably help out. Please don't... You doing okay, buddy? Doing okay? T-Rex killed up. You just went on a killing spree, my friend. Jeez. Alright, stay. Stay there. Did he even get hurt in that whole process? No, stay. I just told you to stay. What are you... You gonna harvest the whole thing for me? Alright, that's okay. You can do that too if you want to save me some time. Oh, ow. What the hell just hit me? Oh, a Sarco. That must have been the one that I saw across the way. That actually would have been really cool to tame too. A lot of you guys were telling me those were awesome, but Ice-T made short work of them, so... Here's some more meat. Huh. So I guess those onyx are like the giant bats that we saw in the cave last time. Maybe that's where they all went. Why they weren't there in the beginning. They were all just out here for some reason. Weird. Let's go check up on the other T-Rex. Which I'm kind of surprised. I was expecting a news flash. Or is it already done? It's done. Why didn't we get... It always pops up with like, you've tamed a... and what do you want to name it? Awesome. Yeah, check out that tail, huh, Ice-T? Yeah, you like that? Why, I really hope that you're not going to be a problem being stuck in this wall. Come on out of there, girl. Yes, oh, look at you. Look at you, you beautiful baby. And leaving your husband in the dust. Come on over here. Look at this beautiful couple. Oh, that's awesome. She's slightly higher than Ice-T. She's a level 18. Oh, you two are just adorable together. Awesome. Let's check you out. Let's see, make sure that you've got enough food left over. Good, you've got some meat. Let me see. Why don't we grab some more off of Ice-T to make sure that you keep enough. Oh, and you guys made it in on the first try, too, with the gates open the wrong way and everything. See? I think she's a good influence on you, Ice-T. And she needs her name. Come on over here. Gave this some thought while we were waiting. Change name. Ice-T, and naturally, Coco. Ice-T and Coco. Oh, look at them. They're already merging into one adorable blob. Never has Ark seen such fierce beauty. Alright, I'm going to set you two to wander so you can get better acquainted. And, Ice-T, you've got to level up, actually, buddy. Let's keep pumping your health a bit. Let's see. Let's enable wandering on you. And wandering on you. Awesome. So you two get down and busy whenever you feel like it. And maybe at some point in the near future we'll actually have a cute little Rex baby wandering around the pen here. While you guys are doing that, I'm going to head back out and make sure... Oops. You guys stay in there. Oh, you're still set to following. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Let's check up on the Pteranodon. Hey, we did it. I just came back to check on it. Awesome. Sweet. Oh, we need a name. I think that's pretty obvious. Oh, it's a girl, though. Terry can be a girl's name, too, can it? That's kind of like a metrosexual name. We're going to call her Terry. Terry the Pteranodon. Sweet. Look at you, you beautiful girl. Level 34, too. Awesome. So we can't actually do anything with you yet. We're going to have to figure out the saddle. That's probably going to be next episode, because we're going to have to round up a whole bunch of keratin or whatever it is that we need to make that saddle. So, let's see. I was just using Dana here. Yeah, that's probably what we'll do to finish up the episode. We'll round up some more stone. Let's bring Terry home, first of all, following Bruce. And let's set Randy to follow as well so that we can get these two crazy kids back inside. Alright guys, and we're back. I'm sure that time passed instantaneously for you as it always does. But I was actually out on the hunt, rounding up some supplies, doing some of that slow and boring stuff off camera. I had taken Ice-T and Dana out and we rounded up a bunch of rocks and wood and thatch and all those good supplies so that we could finish up the wall here. I made a 3-eye pretty much all the way around. Looks like we've got one little weak spot back there in the corner that I'll probably touch up a bit more next time. But also while I was out, I started the expansion of the house. We didn't get very far because I had put most of the resources that we gathered up into improving the wall, but I did expand it out by one foundation each. So probably next time will expand the house even a little bit further. I've been thinking about building upwards and kind of making a tower. I don't know if you guys have any tips about that, but I think it would be kind of cool to sort of build upwards, and then we could even have like a little observation deck area so that we could see out over the Great Wall of Bruce, and then whether the tower itself rose all the way up or if it just had like a back wall with a ladder on it that kind of went up, so that it could connect with up above, so that we'd be able to climb up and over that ledge. If you recall from earlier, if we kind of wrap around, it's actually, you can see it over there. There's that cool kind of forest area, and there's also a bunch of rocks up there as well. So it's a great place that I like to go to gather up the resources, like I was just up there now, gathering stone and wood and stuff like that. So it's just kind of a quick and easy way to get up and over, possibly, instead of going all the way down and around. So I don't know if you guys have any tips or have seen things about people building towers, or how possible that is. I know that there are ladders and things like that. But at least from what I've read about them, they are a little bit buggy. So I don't know if maybe that's something they've fixed since people had written about those problems wherever I was reading it, or if it's easier to just try to use a system of ramps somehow. But anyways, that's something that we'll probably tackle, or at least start to work a little bit more on next time. I think that this system works out pretty well, that we can go off and do some interesting things, and then either towards the beginning or the end of the episode, one side or the other, I can tackle some of the more mundane tasks off camera so that you guys don't need to watch it, but we can still have some exciting action during the episode to focus on. So, as I said, we finished up the wall mostly, and then also over in this corner, I was experimenting a little bit, and it seems to have worked. I was reading up a little bit, and for some reason this whole time I was a little bit daunted. I was intimidated by the farm, just because, I don't know, it seemed a little bit more complicated than it really was. So as you can see, I put 8 medium-sized crop plots, and there are 2 each of the main advanced crops. So we've got the Sava root, the rocker root, the long grass, and the citronal. And then I did 4 of the small crops with the narcoberry seeds, just so that hopefully we can get some plants and make it a little bit quicker and easier to get narcoberries. Now, the thing that I want to ask you guys, I don't know what the yield is on each of these plants, so I don't know if I should actually make this farm bigger or if it's sufficient for our needs the way it is right now. Because I do have a few more seeds of each of the advanced crops, and I'm sure that we can get more if we need to. So I could expand this farm out and do, like 4 of each, and I could do a whole bunch more narcoberry plants. So hopefully you guys will be able to tell me a bit in the comments about how many we really need, how big this garden needs to be, or if it's okay the way that it is. So let me know what you guys think about that, but at the very least, we've got our garden going, so that's awesome. That's a step in the right direction, so that over the course of the next few episodes, hopefully these seedlings will start to make their way towards fruitlings? Is that a word? Fruitlings? Fruit-bearing plants. And then we'll be able to start doing some kibble, which is going to be awesome. We'll get some higher, what's the word for it? Like taming efficiency. Some higher taming efficiency rated tames. Which is going to be great, and it'll also speed up the taming process, which will be awesome as well. So, alright guys, we made some good progress today. We finished patching up the Great Wall of Bruce for the most part here. We started our garden, and the big news of the day, of course, was Coco here, so that Ice-T and her can have some fun after we close out and shut down. I always like to think of this as being like Toy Story, that after we sign off, the dinos just, they go about their dino business and get up to all kinds of mischief. So I'm sure that these two will be up to no good together as soon as we log off here. Looks like she's already got another level up. I just leveled her up. Let's push your health a little bit more. She's close to another one too. Awesome. So we got her, and we also got the Pteranodon. I always want to say Pterodon, but I think it's Pteranodon. Why does it not actually say? It's got to level up anyways. Where does it actually say the type of dinosaur? Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it just says the name that we give them. Oh, I think you've got a few level ups. Here's the deal. What do I do with you? I'm guessing stamina is going to be the attribute that keeps her up in the air. Because if her stamina wears down, we're probably going to have to land. So I'm assuming that I want to bump up the stamina as much as I can early on here so that she can fly for longer periods. And we'll probably want to bump up the weight a little bit too, so that if we, try to fly off to that mountain in South Central, then she'll be able to carry us with a bit of metal with us. But anyways, yeah, so we tamed her as well today. So we made some awesome strides between Coco and this guy. Oh, I need to set Coco. I need to set both of them to wander before I forget. I had turned off the wandering just because they were stomping around so much, and it was making it impossible for me to accurately put down the walls and the plants and everything. The screen was shaking like crazy. So let's enable wandering on these two beauties. You're gonna do it? There you go. As well as on Dana. I had stopped you as well because I was collecting some stone out of her inventory. Beautiful. So it's just gonna be a perpetual state of earthquake around here now. So yeah, I think last two questions for you guys. I promise, last two. For the garden itself, I wanted to ask, can the dinos cause damage to it? Like if the Rexes start stomping around over here, do you know if they can actually do damage to the plots? Or if, because they're tamed, they're just kind of immune to damage? Kind of like, I'm assuming they're not hurting any of the other structures like the walls, so I think it's probably fine. I just wanted to throw that out there in case I'm missing something obvious and, you know, go off on an adventure one day and then come back and the entire garden's destroyed. Because if that's the case, I can always wall it off a little bit, put some kind of a doorway, and make it a little bit more giant dino friendly. She keeps doing this. I don't know why she keeps getting stuck on the house like that. But, I don't know. Maybe I need to make it after it's a little bit taller. Maybe she'll get less stuck and stop crapping on my porch. Alright, hey, settle down. Stop. Okay, now follow. Come on, get off the house. There you go. There's a good girl. And then the last question I wanted to ask, what was it? Oh, just about the eggs. Yeah, it was weird that I haven't seen any eggs from either the Danas, or it hasn't been that long for the Rexes now. So I'm assuming it takes time, but it's weird that I haven't seen any eggs from the Danas. So I don't know if I'm missing something. If there's some kind of a setting that I need to change, or maybe I just need to keep them in closer proximity, kind of like with the Daves. But it seems like they're mating pretty frequently, so I don't know. If you guys have any ideas about that, if you could leave that in the comments, and then I'll try to look online as well, find out some more information. So I guess that's about it, guys. Awesome job today, everybody. Made some good progress. So again, never mind the giant earthquake that's taking place, but time to sign off. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Thanks for watching. As always, if you do have thoughts, comments, suggestions, and tips and stuff like that for next time, please leave that in the comments below. So thank you again, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. I will see you again next time at Ark. Take it easy, and as always, at ease, Minutemen.